Just begin to arrive here in this space today in the corners of your mat, in the corners of your body. And just noticing the support beneath you. Notice how your body is resting. And just notice where you may be feeling any tension in the body. Initially taking a little scan from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And just noticing how you're feeling as you arrive. Not judging or attaching any stories. Just noticing. Today we continue our gratitude practice for this month. Our mantra that we'll be working with throughout our practice is just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will be grateful. And this is one of our Reiki principles that we are creating themes around this year. So this is the third one that we're practicing. And gratitude is something that is really powerful. It can soften tension in our body, can bring clarity to the present moment. It can bring you into the present moment. It can shift your energy from a state of fear or scarcity into one of appreciation and joy. So when we practice gratitude, we aren't trying to ignore our struggles, but maybe reframe our perspective. And this allows us to see even small moments of beauty and connection and joy in our experience. In our practice, we will be grounding into the present moment, grounding breath, grounding postures, drawing our awareness into the sensations that we feel in the body, deepening our connection to our body and to the vibration of gratitude, honoring our bodies however they move through this practice today. If there is an intention that you would like to set for your practice, or maybe just drawing into your awareness something that you're grateful for today, if you've been doing this practice with me this month and you've been bringing something into your awareness that you're grateful for, try to pick something new, something different that you haven't thought of before. Expanding your capacity for appreciation. We'll also be focusing on heart-opening postures. Just drawing your awareness to the heart space, the center of the chest, and just feeding that intention or that one thing that you're grateful for into that space and just noticing the breath. And we'll begin with banana asana, walking the ankles over to the right corner of the mat and maybe crossing the left ankle over the right. Shifting the shoulders to the top right corner. So you're creating this crescent shape with the body or C shape, opening and expanding through the left side of the body. Anchor that left hip down towards the mat. And if it doesn't feel good to have the ankles crossed here, you don't have to. You can have the arms at your sides or work them up towards the upper part of your mat. You can bring them up overhead. Try to keep the shoulders in contact with the mat. So as you draw your arms up, just notice where you begin to feel that sensation. You can cactus the arms, creating a bend in the elbow here. Or you can bring them up further, bringing the hands together. Just notice what is most comfortable for you, especially as we ease into our practice today. We're not wanting to, at all through our practice, push or pull ourselves into any shape. The focus here is to find our edge, find where we feel that sensation, to hold in stillness, to reflect here. And we'll be holding these postures for about 2 to 4 minutes each, depending on the shape. So just take this time to just connect with the sensations and feelings that may arise in the body, physically and emotionally. See if you can really anchor into the present, really come into the space of this practice. Bring the arms down to the sides if you have them up above. Uncross the ankles, bringing everything back through center. Walk the feet in towards the hips. Just take some windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. Just feeling into that hip joint. And when you're ready, moving into the opposite side, bringing the ankles over to the left corner of the mat, maybe crossing the right ankle over the left, and bringing the arms out. So you bring the shoulders to the top left corner of the mat, finding that crescent shape again. Notice it may feel different, will likely feel different on this side. Bodies feel different in postures as we take them from one side to the other. One side may feel easier to access the pose. The other side may feel a little more restricted. So it's okay if you didn't cross your ankles on one side and did on the other. Really making choices to honor our body wherever it is today and always. As you settle in, just become aware of the breath. Just take this moment to notice how the breath travels in the body. Feel into the opening of the side body, anything that arises for you. Bring the arms down to the side. Uncross the ankles if they're crossed. Bring everything back into alignment. Maybe hugging the knees in here towards the body, grabbing on wherever you can, and just taking a gentle rock side to side, massaging the sacrum and the lower back. And we'll drop the feet back down, knees bent, feet hip distance apart. We'll take a reclined pigeon, crossing the right ankle behind the left knee, and just pausing here. This may be enough for you today. Just noticing if this feels like there's some sensation here, you're feeling a little stretch, or if you'd like to draw the legs in towards the body, maybe grabbing on, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh, pulling the legs in. And if you get here and feel like this is a little too much today, that's okay. You can always drop back down at any time during your practice today, just taking any shape that feels supportive and nurturing to your body. Notice where you feel this stretch, maybe in the right hip, or maybe you feel it in the back of the left leg or in the lower back. And thinking about sending the breath into these spaces where we are feeling sensation. And just asking it to soften, asking our hips to just relax. We ease into this pose. We'll begin incorporating our mantra just for today. I will be grateful. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just notice how that lands with you. When we think of time, we often think of it as linear. Time is more expansive. It's everything is happening in this moment, past, present, future, really just one moment. So when we say just for today, it's really expanding through all of the past, present, future. If we can be present in our appreciation for this moment, then that vibration of gratitude radiates outwards. It changes how we move in the world, how we interact with people, how we navigate our experience as a whole. And exhale, drop the foot back down to the mat. If you fold the legs in, we'll draw the right knee in towards the body. So left knee is bent, right knee is in towards the body. And maybe taking a half happy baby here, just bringing the foot like you're walking on the ceiling You can grab behind the leg or maybe grabbing the outside of the foot and drawing that knee down. Left leg can flop open a little bit, creating a counterbalance. And taking any movement that feels good here. Maybe a little rock. Maybe you're pointing and flexing the toes or rolling through the ankle. Releasing the grip. Bringing that foot back down to meet the left foot. Crossing the left ankle behind the right knee, moving to the opposite side. Again, just pausing here as you begin to move into the shape. Noticing what this initial settling in feels like. It feels different from the other side. If you want to stay here, or maybe you want to draw the knees in or legs in towards the body. Just taking whatever option you feel called to take here. I'm really noticing why we feel called to take an option. If it's something we're really needing, if we really, our body is asking us for a deeper sensation or a deeper stretch, or if we feel the urge to do it because we think that's where we're supposed to be. I'm not judging those thoughts, just noticing them, letting them pass. And if your mind starts to wander as we hold these postures and these longer periods of time, just notice when that does happen. You notice you're thinking of other things outside of the space, maybe what's to come, what you have planned for your day. Once you notice, you're instantly back in the present moment. You're here, just letting those thoughts pass, coming back to the gratitude for this practice of just being able to be here today, to have this time, just connect with your body, with your energy. Again, noticing the sensations in the body. Releasing the grip if you've pulled the legs in. Bringing the left knee in towards the chest and taking that half happy baby here. Grabbing on wherever you can. You're letting that right knee fall open. And dropping that leg back down. We'll make our way to our bellies on the mat. And just rolling over and coming into Sphinx pose. You can bring your elbows under the shoulders, forearms pressed into the mat, or you can bring the elbows a little further out or towards the edges of the mat. This lessens the load on the lower back. So just noticing where that feels right today. And then as you settle in, notice if you're holding any tension in the hips or in the legs. See if you can just let the legs rest here, let your roots rest. Let the hips be heavy towards the earth. Really pressing through the forearms, like you're rising up from the earth, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening the heart space. You can bring the gaze forward. You could bring the gaze between the hands. Maybe it would feel good to let the head hang heavy or come to a block. There's lots of options here. Make sure to make good use of any props to support you here. And breathing into the belly. Just feel how the belly is pressed to the earth. Notice how it is to breathe here into the belly. A little bit of constriction. Feel the breath soften the edges of the belly, especially around the rib cage. Just notice if you're holding any tension there. Let the breath fill the belly first, and then the chest and lungs. And as you exhale, exhale from the chest and lungs, emptying here. And then emptying the belly in the reverse flow of breath. Inhaling, filling the belly. Chest and lungs expand. Exhale through the chest and lungs. And then through the belly. And if this flow of breath feels good to you, you can keep it. Try to maintain it through the hold of this pose. And if not, just let the breath come to a natural flow. When we breathe into the belly, we breathe also into the lower lobes of the lungs and help take us out of a fight or flight response and help regulate, harmonize our nervous system. And if at any point you'd like to lower down, coming all the way to the forearms, you can. That is always an option here. Our heart centers are shining forward, maybe coming back, drawing into the heart center, your awareness of that one thing you're grateful for, or the intention that you set for today. If you have not lowered down already, go ahead and just cross the arms at the top of your mat, resting your forehead for a moment. Taking a few breaths here. On your next breath, draw the right knee up to the side. You may want to place a hand under the shoulder just to prop yourself up a little bit, coming into half frog. This might feel okay. The floor could be a little hard. So if you want to bring your blanket under that knee, you can. And as you settle in, just feeling the opening of the front side of the hip. Each exhale, just letting that space relax a little more. Letting it slowly open and release. This posture accesses our psoas. It can be a place where we hold a lot of emotion or tension in our hips. And there aren't a lot of ways that we can release this muscle, but it can be really helpful to calm the mind, calm the nervous system. Just take this time here. Let go of any tension in the leg. If you're flexing your foot, let it go. Just rest your head, rest your mind. In addition to our mantra, each month we also include an affirmation. And we work with these affirmations and these mantras. We come back to them in every practice. And we just notice how our relationship changes, to how they land each day. It's a reminder that every day our bodies and our minds are in a different place. Our affirmation for today: I welcome gratitude into my heart and embrace the abundance of this present moment. I welcome gratitude into my heart and embrace the abundance of this present moment. And lengthen that leg back out. Move your blanket to the other side if you used a blanket for support. And bringing the left leg up wherever it lands. Bringing the chest and forehead, or maybe you want to bring your gaze towards the left shoulder just as you rest on the left cheek. Totally up to you. Just find where you can be comfortable. Let that hip soften down towards the earth. Thinking of releasing any tension, just letting it flow into the earth beneath you. And bring that leg back out behind you. Nice and slow. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press back. We'll find tabletop. Just take some cat cows. And tabletop, our knees are stacked under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, tops of the feet and palms press into the mat. As you arrive here, just notice the stability of this neutral tabletop. Our palms rooting into the earth. Just connecting here for a moment, releasing any excess energy into the earth below. And on the inhale, we'll drop the belly. Gaze comes forward, tailbone rises. Exhale, pressing into the mat, round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, dropping into cow, belly drops, tailbone rises, gaze comes forward, maybe a little skyward. Exhale, broadening through the shoulders, rounding into cat. Gaze comes towards the navel. So tuck the tailbone. Just move through these at your own pace for the next minute or so. Just reconnecting with breath, the movement of energy in the body, finding gratitude and appreciation for our bodies that carry us through this human experience. Just taking this time to thank our bodies, take any nourishing movement here. If it feels good to take some atypical movement, maybe moving the hips side to side or taking kind of a figure eight shape, feeling into the spaces of the spine and the rib cage. Just take anything here that feels good, nourishes your body in this moment. And 3 more rounds here, or 3 more rounds of breath or movement. When you're ready, we'll come to a seated position. Sukhasana, easy seated pose. And just take a moment to really ground through the sit bone, rooting down through the hips and just affirming that connection to the earth. Resting the hands on the knees, taking a couple of breaths here. Let the jaw relax, the face, the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Expressing our gratitude here, coming back to that intention. Maybe something new that you're grateful for that came to you during your practice. Feel the breath fill the body, expanding your capacity to hold gratitude, to embody gratitude. Lengthen through the spine, reaching the crown skyward. We'll take some seated twists here. So on the inhale, just squeezing the arms up, reaching fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right fingertips to the mat. And again, just rooting those hips down, lengthening through the spine on the inhale and on the exhale. Just drawing your gaze towards the right shoulder. You found yourself waking up today with any worry or stress, anything looming over you. As we take these twisted postures, a great time to just release anything that you'd like to let go of as you head out into your day. Anything you don't wish to carry with you. Each exhale, thinking of sending it down through that connection to the earth, letting those energies leave the body. Leave the left hand planted on the right knee. And on the inhale, sweep the right arm up, coming to rest on the left knee. Align the spine through center, bring the chin towards the chest, maybe, and just round through the shoulders a little. And release the grip, opening the heart space up, just cactusing the arms here, sending the heart center forward as you draw the shoulder blades together, gaze comes skyward. Just breathing into that opening of the heart center. Arms come all the way up, lengthening. And exhale, right hand to the left knee, left fingertips to the mat. Sink the right hip down, lengthen through the spine. Inhaling, growing tall. Exhaling, bringing the gaze towards the left shoulder as we maybe deepen the twist a little. Coming back into that visualization of just letting anything go, we don't want to carry into the rest of our day. Each exhale, a gentle release. Right hand stays planted. Sweep the left arm forward to the right knee. Just taking that around in the spine here, releasing any tension from the shoulders. We'll transition into Baddha Konasana, butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together in front, and they can be further out or closer in. You may want to place blocks under the legs here for support, placing the hands on the ankles or on the feet, reaffirming our sit bones, lengthening through the spine. Just following that flow of breath from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Inhaling, drawing energy of support from the earth into the body, to the crown. Exhaling, releasing, letting go of anything you don't need. You can stay here if you'd like to walk the hands forward and round the spine. You can, letting the head hang heavy. Broadening through the backside of the heart space. Stretching the lower back. And walking the hands back, you can remove the block, take any final movement here that feels good. It might feel good to put the legs out long and just point and flex the toes or roll through the ankles. Maybe take some windshield wiper motions with the knees. That feels good to you. And then we don't end our morning practices in Shavasana. Instead, we end in Sukhasana. So just coming to a comfortable seated position, like cross-legged or on the knees. Just take a cleansing breath through the nose. Exhale, release through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. And exhale, release. Just letting go of anything that did or didn't happen as expected in your practice today. Just allowing it to be exactly what you needed. Letting go of any judgment, any stories. One final gesture of gratitude, bringing the hands to the heart space in some way. Grateful for our bodies that can move through a practice in any way whatsoever. Grateful for the connection, community, and a beautiful place to practice in together. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share your unique gifts with the world. May you remember your true essence is love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.